What's up guys, this is Bubblegum Combo bringing you another League of Legends video today, and today's topic is going to be a hybrid between how to not suck at League of Legends, and I'm going to incorporate that into why Rammus is so good, especially right now. Right now lethality is a really big deal, and just Rammus being the way he is, he builds armor, he builds health, can really help your team with the lethality, and I think with the new buffs they're going to do for the tanks, that it's going to make him extremely powerful, but I feel like he's going to fly under the radar because not a lot of people use him. I don't really know why. I've only not gotten an S with him once, and I've tried him on every game mode, even Earth, other than Twisted Treeline, and I've only gotten S's, S+, S-, and I got one A once. That being said, I would like to just get into my tips right off the bat. The first and most obvious thing, I suppose, for not sucking at League of Legends is to not die. Now, sometimes you have a tough matchup and you're just not happy in lane, you're either getting poked to death or it's just a bad matchup for whatever reason, but if it is, farm under tower, just stay under your tower, it's okay, chances are you won't get Dovin. You won't get Dovin, and you can just collect the experience. As long as you're near the minions and everything's happening, they're dying, then you will continue to gain the experience. That leads me to my second point, is last hitting. Last hitting is very, very important. If you just look up Google, YouTube, anything, look up the math on the last hits, look how much the creeps are worth, look how much gold you get in it, like the 10-minute mark, how much it is, and there's a tremendous amount of gold in these last hits, and then you get experience when they die as well, you're around it, you're more engaged, so that's crucial. So if you just focus on farming the CS and not dying, you should have a really good time. Moving forward, my next tip is to play all the champions in the game. Majority of being good at this game falls under just knowing who you're up against, who you are, what you're capable of, and what the enemy is capable of. And something to help not only with your last hits, but kind of decision making is if you left click on a target, whether it's the turret, the minion, the enemy champion, it'll show you how much health they have. And if you're last hitting, you can see how much damage you're doing to the minion, so you can figure out when you need to go hit the minion. Same thing applies with the champions. If you left click on them, you can see their health, you can move your mouse over your skill, see how much damage you do, see how much health they have. If you've got the time, press tab, see how much armor they have or magic resist, and you can get a quick little idea of what you're dealing with and if you'll be able to kill them if you go all in. My next key to success is making sure you hit tab, see what people are building, and keep a constant eye on the minimap. Just glance over at the minimap, set an alarm for every like 10-20 seconds on your phone or somewhere, a timer on your second monitor, whatever you're doing. Just some noise so you like remember to check your map or hit tab and just look. Look at who you're laning against, look at what they're building, look at what you should build. If the enemy team is filled with nothing but AD, then like congratulations, you should have chose Rammus, and if you did, you can go full Thornmail and everybody will get wrecked. But pay attention to these things. If you need to build magic resist, go for it. If you see no one's building armor, then that'll give you an idea of what you can build. So focusing on that and not just sticking to whatever the game tells you to build is also another crucial factor in not sucking at League. My final general tip for the game, I kind of touched on this with the whole don't die thing, is play it safe. If you ever have any doubt, if you're questioning whatever you're doing, don't do it. Stay back, collect your farm, don't die. And now we're going to talk about Rammus. Rammus, his Q is this little rolly thing that you see. He goes fast, he speeds up, he hits somebody, it's CC, it pops him up for a second. His W is a shield, and while it's active, if somebody hits you, they take damage. And that means minions too. His E is a taunt, so if you use your W and then you use your E, you'll taunt them and they'll hit you and they'll damage themselves. His R will cause radial damage to anything around it, even turrets and other objectives. People, minions, champions, it doesn't matter what's around you, you do a ton of damage to them. So it's really not that hard to be Rammus. You can just Q in or Q out if you need to. And your basic combo is you just activate your W, you E on top of somebody. Again, you can Q to like stun them from running away, or if they activate the skill, you can knock them out of it. And then if you have your ult available, use it as well. As you're chasing them, you'll be able to chip away at their health. If you're next to a tower, you'll be doing damage to that as well. He's not a very hard champion. And really, if you just want to succeed, you can build a Sunfire cape. That does damage to everything around you. build armor, use your W, use your E, use your R when it's available, and just stay away from anybody who does magic damage. Top lane Rammus is fantastic. It's a one-on-one. You can easily just farm and level up, and then you can start roaming if you want and focus on the AD champs. When I was playing Rammus, whenever somebody would come into my lane to help whoever I'm destroying, if it was a mage, I'm out. Whenever I go to help my teammates, I find a lane without anybody who does AP, focus on the AD champs, and GG easy. All that being said, I really want to emphasize the fact that you should play all champions again. When I first started playing this game, I didn't really understand how Rammus worked, and I would just constantly attack him, regardless if his shield was over. Like, I'd notice I'm losing a little bit of health. I didn't think much of it. I just did whatever I wanted to do anyways. But knowing how he works really helped me, and now I use him, and he's fantastic. I hate Leona. I do, and part of the reason why I hate her so much is because I don't really understand how she works, or like I don't know her cooldown. So whenever she throws her little sword at me and teleports on top of me and does her whole Leona thing, I run away right afterwards. But after I chose her and I played her, I hated it, but I learned about her cooldowns, and I learned about her attacks and her spells, and you know, when she goes all in, she's got nothing after that, and you can chase right after. If she misses her little sword thingy, I think it's her Q, go punish her. Chances are, if you hate a champion, it's because you don't understand them that well, or they're Teemo and they're just cancer to the game. You know what rhymes with Teemo? Chemo. That's pretty much it for the video. To recap for you guys, if you don't want to suck at League of Legends, just try not to die, play safe, focused on last hitting, getting a nice CS score. Never stay away too far from your teammates. Do not try and teleport and be a hero and if everybody's bot lane, don't try and go top lane and like clear that wave and run all the way back to your team, because chances are the enemy team is going to see you because they can see where their minions are. They're going to see you. They're going to see the rest of the team somewhere else, and someone's going to pick you off and kill you. There are exceptions to this, but I'm talking just like a general kind of rule of thumb, because I don't really play ranked, but I'd say I'm at least silver if I did. I'm not by any means fantastic. My roommate's platinum, and whenever I play with him, I gotta give it everything I have, and then maybe we win. But generally when I play, recently, now that I know all these tips, I've been winning most of my games, and part of that may be due to all the professionals I've been watching and learning about, and maybe actually part of it is I used to play every day, get my game of the day in, maybe play another game or two, and then I got really busy and I would only play a couple times a week, or I'd have a few days a week to play, and having that time off, watching videos, watching people play, watching Twitch, it helps. And then you give kind of like your brain and your body a break. This game is very taxing, it's very stressful, but taking some time off from it and kind of gathering yourself, being centered, and then going back to it may not be a bad idea. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope this helps. If it does, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment if I missed something. If you have any tips for any of the noobs out there, leave it there. We all know how hard this game is because it doesn't teach you anything, so everything will be appreciated. I'm Bubblegum Combo. Peace out.